Okay. Now let's see the cost first of all. Okay. So you have 258 USD,
Without
right?
license,
So let's take
without
the
license.
without licensing. The simple, this is not exact we are going to do, just we are going to estimate. Okay. 258 USD minus, okay, just remember the 258 only. I'm going to add the SQL now. Okay, go to the SQL add, right? What is the change here? Okay,
Oh my
two,
God.
no, it is added the above one as well. Okay, two it
Okay.
is added, that's what it is showing. Okay, so no worry, I'm just deleting that. I think it is going to canvas. Okay. If you go down, it will give two things actually. Yeah, you need a standard only, right?
Hmm.
So what is the 258? 258. So what is the cost here? 842.
Wait.
Okay, just minus that one. 842 minus 258, right?
Hmm.
842 minus 258. What is the SQL cost now? Here is your SQL cost. 500 USD.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your SQL cost. So that granular level client is going to taken care, but our duty as a database guy, you have to give the estimation cost. That is only the expectation here. Okay. Now
Okay.
let's proceed to deploy the VM. So this VM deployment, I am not going to explain anything. Why? Because we in details we discuss, right? So I'm just let's proceeding to give some basic values, and I'm going to deploy it. Okay. So I'm going to close this session as soon as. Okay. Just providing resource group. Okay, okay. So VM name. This is my test SQL VM, right? So I'm just taking the 16. Maybe client is required 2009 16 as well. You can go for 2016 as well. Okay, that is not a big deal. But let it take this one data center edition 2016 one. Okay, just take your configuration here. Boss, you have the configuration here, right? So if you don't have, just go to and find out and search it. You take it up this required configuration. Okay, so what is that? 8 cores and 16 GB RAM. Okay, I could see this 8 core 64 combination.
I think 4 to 8 combination, that is
Yeah,
uh,
we have 4 to 8 lot of is there. 8 to 16 I'm
no,
finding
the
actually.
with the V core, it came like, can we go old one, like from that Azure calculator?
Yeah.
Okay,
So this
there you
is
go.
actually
Estimate you go. V2, B8 something.
PS series. You have 8 core 16 GB, right? What is this one? B8
B8
A
ALS.
B8
ALS.
ALS.
Uh,
Okay, we'll find B8
BA8 ALS.
ALS ALS. Okay, yeah. See here, you can find
Uh,
it. But
mm.
the quota I need to request. That's what it is not showing. I just need
Oh,
to request this one. Okay, so no problem. Okay, you understand the concept, right? Okay,
mm.
so let's take this in a B series only. So we'll take normal 4 combination only. This is also it is going to take heavy charge. Okay, let's take this B2SM only. Okay, it will cost if I am going to stay with 1 hour also it is going to charge heavily for me. Okay, I'm just
Okay.
taking you got in concept, you got to
Yeah, yeah.
understand, right? So so I'm just taking deployment process very less one. That's fine, no issue. Okay, so go for the name, SQL admin and all, whatever you want to give you can give it. Okay, the password itself. Okay, so let's proceed now. Okay, so adding up the disk is going to asking. Okay, so the same thing in a OS disk level. Let's take standard SSD. Uh, okay, and add 2 more disks. Okay, so I just need to add 2 more disks here. Okay, so the size which we can able to take uh, data, and here you can able to use empty disk only. The size I want only for 500 GB, right? I'll take it as only testing purpose 4 GB I'm going to take. So add this 4 GB disk. Okay. Okay. So just keep okay. One disk is going to create it. I'll learn number one. Okay. So just create one more disk here. Log. Okay. Log disk. And you'll keep this one as again 4 GB. Okay. Just press OK. Go press OK. So I have 2 disks. If you want to add more disks, okay. What is the maximum size of the adding the disk here? If you guys is observed or not. Okay, 1 TB with me. You can add single disk. I think 32 TB it seems, right? Here is a 2 TB, 32 TB maximum disk you can able to add. Okay. So what is this? Enter your size of the disk that you would like to create. So that's fine, no issue. Okay, I don't want to add this one. Okay, it is a cost effective. If you tried, your amount will going to reduce. Just cancel it. Now I want only 2 disks. Okay, let's keep this one log one, right? Log, its name is log disk. Okay, so right. Now disk is done. We'll go for the networking part. So networking, I'm not going to discuss anything. By default, it is going to give, but we have dedicatedly networking um, uh, module that we are going to discuss. Let's keep this one. Okay, click on review and deploy it first of all. So we are deploying the VM now. Again, in a real time, you are not going to do this one. Okay, this deployment, virtual VM deployment will go and created by the Azure admin team. Okay, so once Azure admin team is done, they are going to give you the access to this VM. First, I deployed as per the client requirement VM. Let's proceed your task to build your SQL Server. Okay, so earlier case, what we did not done anything, right? So entire bundle of SQL and the OS, it will come with the marketplace which is provided with the Azure, right? So now your involvement as a database administration guy, it is going to start your task from here. from step 3, step 2 to step 5, you are only going to owning and doing the things. So what the next part is, fifth part, again you are going to hand over into the application team, right? So you are going to coordinate with the application teams. But what is the database that I need to create? What is the name? Okay, so you are going to ask. Okay, so again from here onwards, you are going to do all the tasks. Right. Now let's proceed. Now it is going to very quickly, it is going to deploy, not even taking much time over here. Okay. So once after the deployment is done, I don't have a SQL binaries rise with me. So I am going to take that, SQL binaries from in the server itself, or else you guys is aware of, right? So how we are going to take the download option from here. Okay. So what we will go to this, what server we are going to install? SQL uh, Server 2019. Okay, so evaluation edition. Okay, so this is free of cost only. Okay, so you are download free. Okay, so I'm not going to downloading here. I'll take this link only. I'll download server itself. That is very easy. Otherwise, if you're downloading here, again you have to copy from your laptop to server. Okay, let's see this option. Okay, so it's done. See, if your SQL is there, it is going to take, but when you go this option, okay, so it is very less amount of thing. And before going to do, you can see this resource option and go here and see this configuration part, location. Okay, so all the details you have, but let's connect first of all. Okay, just connect this one and try to download the RDP file, and then try to use that RDP file and connect it, right? So I'm just want to open this, and from here onwards, we know, most of the tasks in a regular basis what we are going to do, right? So you pretty much aware. Okay, so now if you can see, observe. Okay, so you have the Windows mission now. So what exactly we are going to do? So normal process only. Okay, just go to this security option, disable it first of all. Okay, then after that, and public Windows firewall. Let's keep this one. Okay, so I want to show some debugging and troubleshooting steps. Okay, just let's open the Explorer here. Okay, so okay, just give this Google Chrome option if it is going to navigate that part without your data. Okay, so confirm and continue, right? Yeah. So what we need to do here, just uh, download SQL Server 2019. Okay. So just take the evaluation edition only, and here is my downloading URLs it is going to navigate. Okay. Okay. You just need to go for the Microsoft uh, download center only. Okay. So here we have SQL Server 2019. Okay. So here is my exe file. Just see the all this option and download it. Right? It is downloaded now. The exe file is got downloaded. Okay. Just copy this one. See, I am in a server by. Okay, I am in a server. Okay, if you can see, I'm in a Windows server which we deployed it, right? So I'm in a download center. Just go to navigate here, which we already added the two more disks, right? So see, I could able to see this, two options only, right? So what we need to do is go to this um, disk dot ms disk management, it seems, right? Or else we'll go for a manage disks here. Okay, right click and manage here. And if you can able to see that disk part, I just want to looking disk parts here. Why it is not showing?
Disk MGMT, bro. You typed wrong.
Disk mgmt.msc, right? Yeah. So I'm just finding here also an option is there somewhere it is. Yeah, disk management here. Okay. Anyhow, we just go for here only, right? So you have two disks here. Okay, so that is pretty much aware. Now it is going to add those two disks. If you can see, since we have added two more disks only, right? So let's go and see this one and refresh. Let's see whether it is not here. Okay, so what we need to do, we just need to make this available, right? Just right click and give some sample one. Okay. See, this all these things is going to do Windows team only, but still we just need to explore it. Okay, now it is done. Okay, so you have two more disks going to available here, right? What happen? One more disk. F drive is available. Uh, okay, so it is just take refreshment only. That is not my focused area. Let's see that one. No issue. Okay, so just take this one. Okay, so in a drive and try to paste it your SQL one, right? So SQL binary here. See, this is my additional task as when we are going to do as a database administrator. Okay, so I have my SQL Windows server at this moment, part of existing your licensing with the customer. Okay, so normally what we will do, we will ask the client, right? We will ask the client to get it done my software repository. Okay, so we will download there and we will do it. But since I don't have any client software and all, we'll go for the trial version only, right? So how we are going to install, you pretty much aware what is the installation process and all. So that task you are aware of, right? So in this one you can go for the basic and the custom option. Typically we'll go for the custom option only. Let's install it the C drive or somewhere other drive. Okay, so just go and install it. Okay, it is going to install everything. Okay, so which is make it for you for the SQL. As of now there is no SQL. Okay, earlier it should be SQL, right? So this process you know, so how to install and all. So but we'll go for to implement this one. Okay, so to installation of the use case too. Okay, so this is what the client prospect of uh, the cost is going to reduce, right? So here is my use case. Now I am doing, download option bits and installing and building the SQL server. So once the installation is done, we are going to build a SQL server. And how we are going to connect? So what is the challenges that you are going to face? We just need to focus on that one. Okay. So any questions at this moment? Actually, we are in an installation process. You guys pretty much aware it is going to take some bit of time. Okay. So that's fine. Any questions?
No, no.
That's fine. Okay, so if you don't have, I'm good. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know so that I am happy to discuss. So it is straightforward only. Okay, just go and installing a new software repository. Okay, just a new standalone or cluster software as well. So we'll just install it step by step. This disk is not came. I think it is required to restart maybe. Okay. Yeah, just go to the next option and licensing terms and conditions. Okay, I don't use this one. If you are going, it is going to take time if you are going to use that one. Okay, so yeah, I could able to see this one. So the data on log drives, you can change this one. Okay, so rename it data drive, and you do have a log drive. So likewise, you can able to change this. Okay, now the installation in progress. We just try to make it as soon as. Okay, so I cannot able to install parallelly the management tool, right? So before going to installation, I just want to show this o- one configuration part in a portal and actually. Okay, so you have the VM, right? You have the VM. Okay, so and let's go to the networking option. Okay, so what exactly we did in a mistake and how we are not able to connect it. So if you observed or not, when you are deploying the pay-as-you-go model, okay, there should be okay, so to connect 3389 port. Okay, so we just included this RDP 3389 as well. Okay, so if you want to connect in on premises, you have to add a 1433 port number. Earlier was only 3389 is fair, but now in a infrastructure as service end, if you have the licensing with you that you are going to avail, you need to add that task. Okay, go to the disk part. Okay, so that just before you enabled, right? So if you can see this SSD, LRS, maximum ops and all, it is there. Okay, so at the VM size itself, we have just taken different sizing, 2 cores and 8 GB RAM, right? That we can able to avail here. We can able to see here. Okay, but the most important factor is you cannot able to see the SQL configuration button here. Okay, but the pay as you go model, okay, use case one, there you will get some SQL configuration option here. Okay, now you are not getting any option over here. You will get an additional option when you go for the pay as you go option. Okay, now SQL configuration option we don't have. This is in a normal VM, right? This is in a normal VM. We don't have in a SQL VM. Okay, we are converting with our existing licensing as a SQL VM. Okay, let's go to this installation part now. Now it is showing this is a firewall option. Okay, so it's a warning only, nothing blocker. Just move forward. Okay, now I want only for the database engine and the application one. Rest of the thing I'm just using um, client distributed client relay and all. I'll just keep it by default. So somebody asked me, do you have any customization to make it the SQL binaries instead of the C drive somewhere else? Yes. Okay, when you are going to do the custom installation, you will get an option to install this one, either D drive or whatever. Okay, so this is by default it is going to install it here. Okay, now program file and all. Okay, there it is going to install, but I don't want to go and install it here. If you want to change it, you can change it when you're doing custom installation. What is the drive name here? Actually we have F and G, right? I want to install it G drive. Okay, you can keep this G here. It is going to install in G. Okay, let's keep this one instance root directory and a future directory, whatever. Okay, so this all it is going to install in a G drive. Okay, so at this moment you can see this G drive related stuff. Okay, nothing is there. See here, you cannot able to see. Post installation you can able to see that one. Okay, so sometimes your C drive got restricted. Okay, there is no option to increase or scale out your C drive. Then we'll go for this option. Normally when we will go this option in a real time in on premises, there is some C drive. Okay, you cannot able to exceed the C drive, you cannot unable to increase your C drive, then we'll go this type of options. Okay, but typically cloud will go for the C drive only. Why? Because if you face any C drive related stuff, okay, if you face any C drive related stuff, you can easily to increase. So you have 528, 512, even 2 TB C drive we can able to make it, right? So that is the option we have. Okay, let's go for in a C drive only at this moment. Later on we'll explore it this one as well. Okay, at this moment I'll go for a C drive only. Just move forward. Okay, so to installation prospector. Uh, Now we'll go for the default instance. Okay, if you want to go for the named instance, that is good, no problem. Okay, so this is a test VM test instance, and you can able to mention it. But I want to go for the default instance only. So what is the default instance? The named instance, basically default instance. It is going to inherit the host name. Okay, so it is going to inherit the host name. Okay, so what is the host name? So this is my host name, SQL, test SQL VM. It will come. If you go for the named instance, it is going to slash host name dot whatever you are going to give the prefix name here, right? So that is going to happen. Let's move forward to this installation process for the next option. Okay. Yes, you will get as it database engine and all. You will make it as in manual if you want to do manual, or automatic also you have automatic, and you can do some custom options here. Okay, so it is as same as our on-premises how we are going to do was. Okay, there is nothing change here. Okay, so this is what we can able to see. Just press next. Okay, and it is going to ask you the authentication methodology, either mixed mode and all, but you have to give the password of the SA account. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm just giving the password information, right? So 2023. Just add your ID, the current existing ID. What is the current existing ID is basically, so SQL admin is our basic ID, right? So if you want to add any ID, if you have, you can add it. Just let's proceed this one. And I'm sorry. So it is just giving validation process. Everything is done. Now let's move further. Okay, so just installation. Okay, so we got installing thing. Okay, so let's wait some time. The installation is going to take quick manner. In not it is going to take much time. Any questions, buddy? Anyone have any questions? This installation will take less time, but management studio tool it is going to take some time actually. Okay, so yeah, so now it is done. Okay, so the SQL installations got successfully, completed. But to part of verification, we just need to verify it, right? So just go to the
You connect in Data Studio. Yeah, it will take less time, right?
no. If you can see this, still haven't done. Only for the SQL it is done. Okay, so Data Studio or SQL Management Studio, we haven't installed. Now that we just need to do manual only, right? So here is my SQL server is running, and how you downloaded an installation of things. Okay, the same approach you have to follow again. Okay, just go to this part and download the latest management studio. Okay, download SQL Server SSMS. Okay, so no need to specifically install the data studio at this moment. We'll get latest management studio along with the data studio, it will come. Okay, so no problem. This is downloading of the SQL Server Management Studio. If you can go and download it here. Okay, so this will have some latest version. So just go and click on this one. It will come with the data studio. Okay, so that's it. No need to have some. So for the customer need cross platform comparison and all, we have no data studio as well. Let's see that one as well. Okay. Okay, it's done now. Okay, it's a simple, straightforward thing. Okay, nothing to do here. Just install it as usual process. Just right click and install it. Okay, nothing change here. Okay, only the thing is the deployment, how we are going to process if you are existing license. Okay, yeah, this will take bit time, but yeah, so just install it, default location only. See, Microsoft Management Studio with the Azure Data Studio. So you no need to go take and install it. Okay, earlier it is a separate exe file, but the latest release 1922 or 19 version onwards, it is combining both the phase. Okay, so if you can see, as of now, we cannot able to see this management tool here. Okay, so once after it is done, it will show that Management Studio where we can able to connect, where we can able to connect.